it took, so it's a complicated process to get a building permitted for development. And we watched it, and as soon as they got the approval next door, within weeks, our landlord had people coming around looking. So we were like, okay, it's happening. And then we just kicked into high gear and started, we set up a website, t-shirts. I started doing a lot of outreach. The other thing that I learned from next door, and keep in mind that I had no experience with this stuff. Nobody did, because thankfully we didn't have to deal with it before. And I was terrified. I was like, the fact was though that if nobody else in the building had the energy or the motivation to do it, and because that building meant so much to me personally, because it had helped me, build a life, really. I couldn't imagine my life without it, frankly. And that's what motivated me to take the lead. And I decided right off that this wasn't gonna be a, slash and burn situation. We need to work with the city and try and figure out a solution. It's the only way we're gonna stop this.
My name is Dylan, but when I'm pretending to be a woman, my name is Pumpkin Spice. And I think the show is an incredibly important thing, first of all because it benefits a spectacular cause that does amazing, amazing work, and it's an organization that is unfortunately struggling a lot financially, so anything that can be done to help bolster it, I feel should be done. But also, I just think drag is really, really quickly becoming a quote-unquote mainstream art form, and I think the more that a university like BU can do to support their students who are interested in that, and the more they can do to really give that space and give that light, I think is awesome. So the more that I can be involved in helping shed those lights, the more I want to be.
I always tell the story that my first jail sentence was a 1-year sentence to the county jail in Worcester County for assault and battery. I waited trial for a month, went into court, pled guilty, and they gave me the year. I already had a month in, so that meant that I had 11 months left to serve, but you were able to earn a little bit off the sentence, so I probably had about 10 months to serve. And I remember sitting on the bed in my cell in Worcester County House of Correction and saying, I can't fucking believe I gotta sit here for the next fucking 10 months. It was perplexing. I was like, are you shitting me? I got shit to do. I gotta get out of here. Well, there's comparisons in life. So I compare that day to the day I had to sit in a state prison cell in the Massachusetts Correctional Institution at Concord and know that I had to stay there for the next 20 years. So it was those two things, though they run parallel. The magnitude obviously is a little different one to the other, but my first incarceration for assault and battery.
I really believe in the gift economy and the barter economy, which is what this is. In the commercial economy, value is placed on work in a way that is sometimes arbitrary. Like, why is childcare paid so poorly? And yes, doctors and lawyers go to a lot of school, and so maybe they deserve to be paid a certain number of dollars per hour, right? And yet the work of teachers and childcare workers and construction workers, there's a lot of work that is difficult work and important work, and yet the value is lower.
I went to a show at Universal City Walk. They had a theater in there, and I made this whole to-do because I knew at this point okay, so I'm gonna wear the fishnets, the corset, but it's in the middle of Universal, so I couldn't just walk in like that. It's a theme park for kids and stuff. So I like had all that on, and then I put on like a sweater and jeans over it, and it's like the whole time I felt like I had a secret. It was weird.
Donald Trump is a racist. I feel sorry for his mother, because for him to grow up thinking of calling a woman a bitch, it had to start at home with his father. When this country is supposed to be what he's working for, the people, and 50-50 is women, ain't it? 50% of this country is female. So who he's calling a bitch? Beside the ones he know. I don't know him, but I ain't nobody's bitch. Oh, glory to God.
They're gonna make a formation, I think. Oh, are they? Yeah.
My heart is broken. I came in from a suburb, North Attleboro. It took me an hour to get here, and this is a women's march, a solidarity march, and there's a lot of pink hats, and nobody's really hostile, but I talked to a woman in a pink hat that came up to me, and she was so beautiful and so loving. And that's all I care about, is talking to one person. We could agree to disagree, and all of this and the hate and the lies that we're racist. I am a Trump supporter. I am not a KKK member. I've never been racist in my life. I was raised never to be like that. And it's not even that hurts me. We should be together. I don't hate these people on the left. I don't think they know what's really going on. Thank you.